Have you ever heard of the haunting of Willowbrook Manor? In the tranquil town of Willowbrook, amongst the thick woodland, a decrepit old manor stood, wrapped in a shroud of perpetual, eerie fog. Whispered tales of a malevolent presence, a dark force that has haunted this grand mansion for generations, passed from one local to the next, adding to the manor's ominous reputation. One fresh autumn evening, a band of intrepid friends, their hearts filled with adventure and a touch of folly, chose this manor as their destination. Armed with nothing but their flashlights and a courageous spirit, they pushed open the groaning gates of the manor and stepped into the unknown. Upon crossing the threshold of the mansion's grand entrance, they were greeted by a chilling gust, a cold welcome that sent shivers down their spines. The silence within was thick and oppressive, intruded upon occasionally by the echo of their own footsteps. The corners of the room were adorned with cobwebs, and faded portraits of residents long gone bore down upon them from the walls. Bathed in the faint glow of their flashlights, they ventured from room to room. Each space they entered was more foreboding than the last, the darkness within swallowing the light from their torches. The whispers started, soon after, ethereal voices that seemed to emanate from the void and fill the air around them. Fear threatened to overcome them, but curiosity, that insatiable human trait, pushed them further into the abyss. Their exploration led them to the basement, a labyrinth of corridors ending at a hidden chamber. In it, they found an ancient book, its parchment filled with symbols and incantations of an unknown tongue. As the words were spoken aloud, the room pulsed with a malevolent energy that seemed to come alive. And so, armed with flashlights and courage, they pushed open the creaking gates and stepped inside. Little did they know, their lives were about to change forever, as they had awoken the restless spirit of Willowbrook Manor. As they ventured into the grand entrance, an unsettling chill enveloped them. The weight of the manor's history pressed on their shoulders like an invisible hand, each step echoing through the cavernous hallways. The mansion seemed to breathe with them, inhaling and exhaling an air of forgotten memories and unspoken secrets. The friends navigated the labyrinthine manor with trepidation, their flashlights casting long, flickering shadows that danced on the peeling wallpaper. Cobwebs clung to the corners, their delicate threads swaying lightly in the draught. The once magnificent rooms, now decayed by time, held an eerie charm, a testament to the grandeur that once was. Faded portraits of the mansion's former residents hung on the walls, their eyes seemingly following the intruders with a silent judgment. A palpable sense of unease permeated the air, making their skin prickle in anticipation. Every creak and groan of the ancient manor sent shivers down their spines, the stillness broken only by their own heartbeats pounding in their ears. As they delved deeper into the mansion, they began to notice uncanny happenings. Faint whispers echoed through the halls, disembodied voices that seemed to come from the walls themselves. The chilling sounds grew louder, more insistent, their tone oscillating between mournful cries and malicious laughter. The friends exchanged nervous glances, their bravado faltering. These were not mere tricks of the mind or playful pranks. They were in the presence of something otherworldly, a spectral entity that resided within the manor. The realization sent a chill down their spines, their breaths hitching in their throats. Despite the mounting fear, the friends pressed on, driven by a morbid curiosity. The whispers grew into a symphony of spectral voices, an eerie chorus that seemed to beckon them further into the manor's heart. Each step took them deeper into the realm of the unknown, the line between reality and the supernatural blurring. Fear gripped them, but curiosity pushed them deeper into the darkness. Little did they know, they were about to uncover a secret that would forever change their lives, setting the stage for a haunting that would echo through the ages. In the basement, a narrow corridor led them to a hidden chamber. The chamber was as ancient as the manor itself, its air thick with the scent of damp stone and centuries of secrets. Here, they found an object that seemed out of place in the gloomy surroundings. An old book, its leather cover worn with age, its pages filled with cryptic symbols and incantations that hinted at forgotten rituals and forbidden knowledge. The friends huddled together, their flashlights illuminating the enigmatic script. One of them, driven by an insatiable curiosity, began to read aloud. The words, though alien to their ears, echoed in the room as if the very walls recognized the ancient language. As the last syllable was spoken, a sudden, malevolent presence surged through the room, as if the book had served as a gateway to a realm unseen. The air grew colder, the silence deeper. Then, before their wide-eyed terror, a ghostly figure materialized. This was not a mere wisp of a spirit, but a specter of substance and form, its eyes echoing the sorrow and torment of the mansion's past. It moaned and wailed, its ethereal voice filling the chamber with a chilling echo that seemed to resonate from another time. The friends could feel their hearts pounding in their chests. Fear had replaced their earlier curiosity. They realized that they had awakened something powerful and malignant, something that was not meant to be disturbed. Terrified, they fled the manor, but the malevolent entity had already attached itself to them. The book, the source of their nightmare, was left behind, but the specter was not confined to the manor. They had carried its malevolence with them, a shadow that would linger in their lives, a haunting reminder of the fateful night at Willowbrook Manor. The hidden chamber and the cursed book were no longer just elements of a forgotten legend, but a haunting reality that they would have to confront in the days to come. The friends had escaped the manor, but they could not escape the haunting. Their daring escapade had ended, but the lingering chill of Willowbrook Manor followed them into the world beyond its foreboding gates. They had left the mansion's darkness behind, yet the shadows refused to relinquish their hold. The spectral figure they had encountered was no longer confined to the confines of the manor. It had seeped into their everyday lives. It was as if the entity was bound to them, a relentless haunting that reminded them of their terrifying encounter every waking moment. Their nights were plagued with nightmares of the chilling specter, the mournful wails echoing in their dreams. Sleep became a luxury they could scarcely afford, for the darkness was no longer a refuge, but a realm where the haunting took a more terrifying form. The once adventurous friends found themselves living in constant fear. They could hear the faint whispers in the wind, feel the unsettling chill in the warmest of rooms. The haunting had transcended the physical space of the manor and infiltrated their reality. But they weren't the ones to cower. They sought answers, delving into historical archives, consulting paranormal experts, and even returning to Willowbrook Manor in a desperate attempt to end the haunting. Their lives had become a battle against an unseen enemy, a struggle for peace that seemed just out of reach. The haunting tested their bonds of friendship, pushing them to their limits. They faced their fears together, their shared ordeal strengthening their resolve. They sought redemption, not just for themselves, but for the tormented spirit that seemed to be trapped in an eternal cycle of despair. They battled the relentless haunting for years, seeking answers and redemption. The faceless specter of Willowbrook Manor had become an unwelcome part of their lives, a chilling reminder of the night they dared to venture into the unknown. The friends had escaped the manor, but they could not escape the haunting. It was a relentless presence, a dark chapter in their lives that refused to end. The horrors of Willowbrook Manor had become an indelible part of their lives. This chilling tale of a group of friends and their fateful encounter with the supernatural is a stark testament to the power of curiosity and the potential perils of dabbling with the unknown. They had entered the manor as seekers of thrill, armed with nothing more than flashlights and courage. Little did they know that their lives would be forever marred by the haunting presence they had unwittingly unleashed. Forced to endure years of relentless haunting, they were left grappling with a reality far removed from the ordinary world they once knew. The tale of their chilling experience spread far and wide, casting a shadow of fear over the quiet town of Willowbrook. The once grand manor, now a symbol of dread, stood as a silent reminder of the sinister entity that lurked within its walls. The whispers of the haunting grew into a legend, a story whispered in hushed tones around campfires and on dark, stormy nights. The haunting of Willowbrook Manor is not just a tale of a specter and a cursed book. It's a story of a group of friends who dared to cross into the realm of the supernatural, only to become part of a legend themselves. Their ordeal underscores the age-old wisdom that some things are better left undisturbed, that some doors are better left unopened. The legend of Willowbrook Manor serves as a somber warning to all who are drawn to the allure of the unknown. It underscores the cautionary tale that curiosity, when tempered with respect for the unseen, can safeguard against the unforeseen horrors that lurk in the shadows. And so, the legend of Willowbrook Manor continues to serve as a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurks in the shadows. The manor stands as an eternal testament to the haunting presence that continues to echo through its decrepit halls, its story forever etched in the annals of the town's history.